I'm sorry if I'm not very prepared for the stream. There's a reason for that, and that reason is yesterday I discovered Vampire Survivors. I should not have done that. Let's fix the camera just a little bit so it's not cutting off my chin. There we go. Okay. Hello, I'm Anthony Salter, uh, aka Viridian of Viridian Games. Viridian Games is my little indie game company that I kind of do all my projects under. Um, you're probably here to listen to me talk about Ultima VII Revisited, and we're absolutely going to do that. In fact, there's the code in front of me, in front of us right now. Um, but I'm also going to talk about some other stuff. You put a microphone in front of me and ask me to talk about games, and I'll do it till the sun comes up. Um, so, today's agenda. Um, I just got a shipment of books, and I know that that sounds awesome, and it is, but they're actually 3D models of books. Where did that go? That I'm going to integrate into the game to finally fix some of the issues. Uh, I love books, and I'm pretty sure you do too. But the way they look in game is pretty awful. So, man, I can't wait till I get these models fixed and can get rid of that flickering because I love this. I just love this so much. It's so pretty. But there's a book, and there's another book, and you can see that they don't look anything like they're being shelved correctly. So we're gonna try and fix that. Oh man, the minimap is still broken. We may try and fix that too. In fact, you know what? I think we're gonna go ahead and fix that first. Oh, and here's the code right here. All right. Let me get the chat room up. Let me tell everybody that we're going live. We are live right now, talking about Ultima VII Revisited and some of my favorite moments in games. That's a spoiler. That's what we're going to talk about later. Twitch.tv/ViridianGames. Now, why didn't that copy? Computers. Da, 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 da. All right. I think we can get started now. If I can find. Okay, here's what we're going to talk about first. I can. I know I keep saying this, but I cannot thank my community and my Discord enough. The amount of effort they put this week in is incredible. I can't believe it. They're doing all this stuff and they're doing it for free and I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad, kind of like I'm using them or something. And I understand that, they're freely giving their time, they're freely giving their effort. because they all love Ultima as much as I do, but I still feel bad sometimes because it's just my nature. I won a contest at work, and I was like, "Oh no, no, I didn't mean to win the contest. I just wanted to know if my answer was right." And they were like, "Read this article on winner's guilt." And shut up. Holy Toledo. Okay. Now this is a model pack. Look at all this. Your aunt did these. He's not the only one who did stuff this week. But we're going to start with this because I find it's going to be easier to uh, integrate into the game. Repose. Use 7 Raylib test. Obviously the test was successful because I'm using Raylib for everything now. Redist. Models. 3D models. I've got an absolute ton of books. Da, 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 da. Now you may ask, what is 282? And the answer is that is the notation in the game for a book. Let me show you. Well, I'm not using any source code from Exalt. I'm just so deeply indebted to the Exalt team. First, for keeping Ultima alive, and second, for creating this. This is Exalt Studio. It makes it very easy for me to, look at items in the game. What was it, 282? Where are we? 392. That's way too much. I probably shouldn't whistle on the microphone. 282, 282, 282. Oh, is that Hex 282? Yep, looks like it. I can't, I can't do hex conversions in my head. I used to be able to, but I'm old now. All right, calculator, help me out here. Programmer. Hex 282 is decimal 642. I gotta stop humming and whistling into the mic. I'm sure it's driving you guys nuts. 642 books. Okay, I know y'all can barely see this, but these are all the books. As I flip through the frames, you can see each one has 3 different positions: open, closed, and shelved. These models are created for each of these 3 positions so that as we go through and replace these models with the actual ones, um, everything will just start working properly. All right, so that's 642. Now, let's see. First, we're just going to use the model viewer built into Windows, and that looks good. Windows is completely messing up the texture, but, it doesn't know that it should be doing nearest neighbor instead of linear. So, now, here's something that we have to do. Ba, 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 ba. Wing Commander, Wing Commander. Now, this is something that I have to do for every time somebody gives me a model. Raylib's object importing is very picky. So I have to go in here to the material file and actually give it the full path, models, 3D models, to the texture atlas. Otherwise, it won't pick it up. So we're just going to open up all these material files real quick. Paste that in. Ah, GameFX22, which could be your rant, says, "Hope they work," and I do too. If they show up in the model viewer and then they don't show up in the game, it's almost always because of something I did. So I'm pretty sure we'll get them to work eventually. Now y'all get to watch me copy and paste over and over again. Like 17 times. If you're wondering why a Wing Commander theme is in the Ultima VII soundtrack, it's because there's an Easter egg where a Wing Commander ship actually shows up. And the 3D artists are already talking about how to model that ship properly. Because I always thought it was a Dralthi. If you asked me, I'd have said it was a Dralthi, but it's not. It's a Sathra, a Sarkri, something like that. Yes, GabeFX is your aunt. That's me. GabeFX sounds cool. I mean, your aunt sounds cool too. But GabeFX sounds like GabeFX. I want. All right, I can do this. I can do this growly voice. It sounds a lot like. Depending on who you ask, it sounds like um, Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget, or it sounds like the Butcher from Diablo. And when I actually started doing it, it was actually based on Soul Blighter from the Myth games, which are some games that I'm definitely going to have to play on stream at some point. But it's just a fairly standard. Give me the head. Give me the head, and I will let you live. And that's what Soul Blighter says at the end of Myth 1. His master's head has been cut off and is about to be thrown into the Great Devoid, where it will be destroyed. And a Fallen Lord is not supposed to be able to be destroyed. But I freaked poor, this poor young woman out by coming up behind her and saying, "Janie Kibble." And Janie Kibble was her name. So I said it in the deep growly voice, and I had to immediately apologize because she was like, "No, no, no, that's the Butcher. Stop. No, I played too much Diablo. No, you can't say it like that." Alright, now we need to add all of these and make sure they're all saved. Welcome to game development, where it's all about ticky details. To the point where it's sometimes hard to, see the big picture of what you're trying to do. You spend all your time knee deep in the code, and you forget forget that you're making something light and fun that Everybody's going to want to play. All right, now we need to add. That is a that is a darn good question. Scouter V asks, will the player be able to rotate objects in the world, such as the book, as in when they are moved from inventory to the world? There's absolutely no reason why that shouldn't be possible. Um, if I recall correctly, when you put a book, when you move a book, it stays in whatever frame it was when you first encountered it. If it was open, it always stays open, even in your inventory. If it was closed, it always stays closed. If it was flat on the table, oh, excuse me, sorry about that. If it was flat on the table, it will always be flat on the table. Um, but there's absolutely no reason because we can always change the frame of what the book looks like. Um, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to do that. I'm just not sure how we would present that information to the player. How are we going to tell the player, hey, you don't have to put this book back standing up. You can put it back lying down. At least not yet. That's correct, says Gabe Effects. That blue book should probably be shaped like the red book instead. Well, I don't know what that means yet because I haven't taken a close enough look at the books. All right, now we need to add all of these to the. At some point, I'm going to stop doing this and just create some code that automatically grabs all the file name of the object files and loads them automatically. The reason I haven't done that is because it's hard to write that kind of code that is cross-platform compatible. Linux and um, Windows, you know, tend to have different functions for parsing directories and stuff like that. So it's like putting the flea collars on the kids instead of all the dogs. It's just easier that way. Actually, let's see if we can get away with just. Hello, there's 29 of these. Your aunt, you were so busy this week. 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. Stop helping. Oh, man. I swear. Visual Studio Code. And yes, I know there's a way you can, just have the computer do it all, but 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to put a way into the game to jump quickly between, like, jump 10 or 5 models in the list because we're quickly getting so many models that traversing the list is going to become a problem. 5, 26, 7, 28. Alright, as much as I love Ultima, and I love the Ultima soundtrack, there's so much of it that's so dire. It starts with the Fellowship theme and just gets worse from there. Alright. I just lost all my stuff. 642, frame 2. So press F1. Draw mesh. Let's go through the other way. Book. Book 2. Look at it. Look at it. I love it so much. Now, for some reason, when the models come in, I'm not sure. We haven't really standardized on how big things are. So I tend to have to. Oh my God, it looks so good. You're amazing. Where did I put that book? Oh, it's way too big. Way too big. All right, so let's look at original billboard. Yeah, what's up? Yes, what's up? Why? Okay, sorry about that. This is why I need my own office. I think that looks good. It might be positioned slightly incorrectly. For starters, I like to pop these up 0.1 on the Y just so you can see the bottom black outline. I think that just makes it look so much better. All right, so this book is frame 14. So let's change it to a mesh. Oh no, combat's bad. Frame 14. Let's do 222 for the dimensions. Oh yeah, one of the reasons this is working at all is because the art style for this game was just so incredibly well integrated. Everything is at that isometric view, which means that, when you turn stuff up, it looks right. Oh, that reminds me of something I'd like to show you guys. I think the spine is supposed to be on the other side. It should be a little this way. So we will tweak the rotation. 180 degrees. Yeah, the title is supposed to be out. And now the position is completely wrong because the rotation. But that's okay. Pop the height up so we can see the. We'll do like 0.5 there and see how that looks. Okay, getting there. Noise. Okay. Oh, that's right. The Super Bowl's today. Thank you guys for. My stream cam froze. Can y'all hear me? So yes. Oh, I don't know how to reset the camera. Well, Okay, well, I'm sorry. I can't figure out how to reset the camera. Um, I guess I could I could unplug it, but that would mean reaching back into the rat's nest that's behind my monitor. Uh, so I mean, y'all know what my face looks like, so maybe it doesn't need. Okay, never mind. Yeah, go 1 second. Give me 1 second. I don't know how to fix it. Maybe just delete the video capture and then add another one. How's that? Does that look right? Is it still stuck or what's going on? Okay, I see it moving. I think it's okay. Camera's great, the audio was weird. Oh, it's streaming your mic camera as well. Okay, that should fix that. How's that? Are we okay? Everybody okay? Yes. Awesome. And now, back to the books. Okay, someone suggested going to the Lyceum because there's lots of books. Unfortunately, my minimap is broke. So I can't click straight there. Let's see if I can find my way over there. Let's see, 1800. No, that's wrong. X should be going up. Yes, there we go. Okay, here's your swamp. Your swampy swamp. It's the desert. It's a jungle in there. Now with this should be... This is Moonglow, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Look at this. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Time to fix all the books. Okay, good. This one needs to be 180 degrees backwards. Which means it needs to be a little... There we go. Look at that. All right, it looks like it's a little too big. A little too big? A little too fat, too? Ah, Luna Lily, who is who is one of my daughters, says, "How long have you been working on this now, Dad?" And the answer is at least 18 months, probably coming up on 2 years. Um, the My current paid work is currently very, very busy. I worked a whole bunch of extra hours this week, which is one of the reasons why I'm having to integrate all this stuff on stream. I just haven't had enough time to do so. I can't tell you what I'm working on, but if you go to my Moby Games and look, you can probably figure it out. Um, the That game is going to launch in March, and after that, I'm going to take some time off. And yeah, really, yeah, it's been it's been almost 2 years. Yeah. Um, I'm gonna take some time off in March. I think starting the 24th. I'm gonna take that whole week off, and I'm just going to work on Gumps and schedules so that we can get into the interactivity of the world. I know it's wonderful watching us, fix all these graphical issues with it, but in the end, I gotta see these little people move. I gotta see them move. That's what I've been waiting for this whole time. All right, so let's fix some more books. That is not what I meant to click on. Come on, bounding box. Come on. There. There we go. Okay, it's a little off on the rotation, and now we are going to slim it down a little bit. How's that look? I think that looks great. What is going on with this bounding box? Oh, we got to the point where, okay, because it was a flat. The bounding box is very, very flat, very, very flat. There we go. All right, I think that looks great. What are you guys thinking? Luna Lily says, feels like just yesterday I was standing behind you watching you show me the map for the first time with all the gray squares on it. Yeah, it's come a long way since then. And um, I think I've said this before. I don't think I've said it on stream though. For my entire career, I have learned a very particular set of skills. And I'm not saying that ironically. Everything that I've chosen to learn in my game development career has been pointing towards this. I actually had the idea to start on this 10 years ago. I didn't have the free time, and I think I also wasn't as confident in my own programming abilities as I am now. Uh, but as my children got older and started moving out and my time started to free up, I was like, okay, let's see if this works. Let's see if it works at all. And so far, it has worked. And again, keep saying this. Number of people who have declared support for me. I even got some people on the Patreon. Can you believe that? Um, it's just amazing. I can't do this without all y'all. And thank y'all again. All right. Let's turn these bounding boxes off. Okay, I like that. It's a little thin. Let's look at the original. Let's look at the original billboard for that. Oh, it is kind of short. It is kind of stumpy. Yeah, it's a little stumpy. All right, we're gonna start with 1.5 being the scale we're going at. We're just gonna go ahead and do all the books, see how they look, and go from there. Uh, I know, Gabe effects. It's just I can't believe how well it's working. This is frame 5, and we're gonna have to rotate that because the spine's supposed to be out. Okay, let's save this before we lose what we do. I don't know how many times I should. I need to implement an autosave, but I don't know how many times I've quit the game without saving these little changes that I make, and then I lose everything. Speaking of losing everything, oh, it's stuck in the wall now. Let's see. Oh, that's the Z. I love it. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. I fix these shelves while we're at it. Frame 17. Here we go. Type mesh. 17. Tweak the rotation. Can y'all hear the music? Is it too low? No music at all. Okay. That better? One of the problems with the Ultima 7 soundtrack is that it gets hot and cold. You'll have one track be bright and cheery and loud, and then the next track be dark and dim and very quiet. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Alright. Frame 8. Don't hear music. The moment good. Thank you for showing up. Do audio input capture. Audio output capture. How's that? Is that better? I got green bars on the audio output capture. It's clearly getting something. There it is. Alright, alright. Audio output capture was set too low. So this is the Blackgate soundtrack. In case you didn't know. Oh, I keep forgetting that I have to. I keep forgetting I have to move these down on the Z, or else they're embedded in the wall. Because I had to turn them around. Frame 29, which is the last one if I recall correctly. Man, had something happen last week that just really boiled my knickers. This happens every time I use the soundtrack to my game. Oh, good lord! See, this is what I told you. Hot and cold. All right, let's try this again. There, we'll start it over. We'll start it over since you guys couldn't hear it earlier. Okay. So last week I used part of the Inaria soundtrack. Now Inaria is my game. See, now here we go. Hot and cold again. Let me turn that down just a trifle. Inaria is my game. I made the game. The music that I made for the game, I didn't make for the game. I contracted with an excellent retro music artist, and he made a soundtrack for me. I commissioned the soundtrack, I paid for the soundtrack, he gave me the soundtrack, I put the soundtrack in my game, but now, every time I use that soundtrack, which I own, in one of my own videos, I get copyright struck for it. Somebody else is claiming that, and I have to push back on YouTube every time. This is my music. I own this music. It's ridiculous. Oh, Gabe. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that one bit. You guys have enough to worry about. We don't have a standardized rotation. And it's a moment's work to fix it. There, see, it's fixed. Look at it. Look at the beauty of it. Look at its majesty. Look at all its majesty. Ugh. Frame 20. Here we go. Draw type. Mesh. Gonna rotate it 180 degrees. Make it slightly fatter. I'm an expert at making things fatter, let me tell you. Yeah, I'm just doing my stream. I'm talking to my people. That was my boy. His name's David. I love him more than anything. He's autistic, so he still lives with us, even though he's 22, I think now. But he's smart and polite, and more than Lily. How dare you ask me a question like that? I do not play favorites amongst my children. Now I forgot what I was doing. There. Red Book. The Red Book of Westmarch. God, look at this table. This is another model done by Urant, and wow, it just fits so well. It makes me so happy. And I can't wait for them to get around to, for the artists to get around to fixing up the rest of these. And the chairs. We need the chairs. There was something I was going to say. Something I was going to point out. Oh, right. Okay. Look at this lovely drapery here. This was done by an artist named Amanda D. Wait, no. Okay, selecting it's going to be a problem because it's a flat on top of another flat. There we go. Okay. Now, this shape is called a fleur-de-lis, and I'm sure I didn't have to tell you guys that. Like this. Traditional French symbol, the fleur-de-lis. 3 flowers. But she, Lord, when she wrote, when she created the sprite, she then had to tilt it to get it into the correct perspective to fit in with the rest of the game. And unfortunately, it destroyed, you can see up here, it destroyed the fleur-de-lis pattern. It just wrecked it. You can't see it anymore. And so you can imagine my surprise when I was standing these when I was standing these back up, and suddenly this fleur-de-lis pops out at me. And Amanda actually posted, I posted about this on the Ultima Dragons Facebook page, and she piped up and said, yeah, I did that. It's so nice to see it, you know, the way it's supposed to be now, which is great. All right, what are we doing? We're doing something. Right, fixing books. This is frame 23. Draw type mesh. Switch to frame 23. I need to fix this font overrun. It's driving me nuts. Pop it up to 1.5 on each dimension. Rotate it 180 degrees. Pop it up 1 on the Y. 10 on the Z. Man. The game is literally springing to life. Let's see, this is shape 26. Six. Alright, yeah, it looks like it needs the same treatment as the others. Which is fine. Oh, man. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, here's what I should have been doing this whole time. Watch this. Come down here to frame 0. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, no, wrong. Six 42 0. Okay. You guys have watched me blunder around on this unnecessarily, because watch this. Oh, this book's need fixing. There, it's fixed. Wait, no, that didn't work. Poop. Oh, looks like this needs an X offset as well. Okay, there we go. All right, this is an open book. Frame 22. Frame 22. All right, we should be able to start by copying all of the information about this, about how this should be presented from frame 0. There. Oh, look at it. Your aunt, are you? Oh, okay, okay, yeah. All right, which one was this? This was 22. So this is 22 flat. This is, okay, so that's open, closed, shelved. All right. Watch this. Hold my beer. We are going to use a shape pointer. Ah! No! Okay. Okay, I borked it. Don't laugh at me. I'm sensitive. You shut up. My daughter is laughing at me. Ugh, I need some work. Ugh. I love how sweeping over the game like this simultaneously makes you go, oh wow, that's cool, and oh god, oh that needs so much work. It needs so much work. Okay, where's the Lycaeum? There we go. Finally, made our way back. Okay, so we were going to use a shape pointer for this. Oh, okay. If I want to use a shape pointer, then I need to Who is the correct mesh? Let's see, it was 22 and we wanted to use... Right. So, this is shape pointer. We can point any object. Yeah, I said hold my beer, didn't I? I was just tempting fate. I can simply have any object in the game look like any other object. I can say, instead of looking like this, look like this other object. So basically what I'm doing is taking this book here, I'm going to lay it flat on the table by rotating it. Oh, except I can't do that. Because I don't have this sort of rotation built in. I could easily put it in, but I haven't done that yet. So that's not going to work. So we're gonna not use the shape pointer. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and. I mean, that doesn't look terrible, but I think it clearly looks like it's kind of skewed. There's absolutely no reason why we can't fix that up. P to Q. All right. And we lost a little bit of progress because I'd I crashed without having been able to save. But I mean, look at this shelf full of books. Let's fix this shelf while we're here. Oh, it's this kind of shelf. Ugh, I hate these. All right. Let's see. Top face offset by 1 each. Shorten it slightly. Should just give us the metal, or that might be painted wood. I'm not sure. Front texture. Just gonna turn off. Bottom texture. We're just gonna turn off. All right. The right texture is this little spur here, and we are going to widen it. What am I doing? Wrong button. Wrong button. All the wrong buttons. Go. Supposed to have this little thing on the side that looks like it's holding it up. Doesn't quite look like that. That looks better. I can't get it to do what I want to do. Actually, not that bad. It'll do for now. Alright, let's turn the back off. Now, the left side needs to be right inverted. There. And now it looks mostly like a shell. See, this is what happens when I try to do this stuff. Although, you know, that looks better. It looks better. It looks good. It looks better. Alright. Uh, D DLBSP83 has chimed in and said, I think all the books could be offset on the X. Probably right. Let's look at the map, because the map is always right. Okay. I thought that looked weird that it was standing up right on the edge of the table, but that's how it's supposed to be. So let's compare this to the map. It's up here. Have the map down here. I wish I could zoom in further, but I cannot. Oh, this spacing doesn't look right at all. That doesn't look bad. Okay, okay, I see exactly what you're saying. See this black one? It's supposed to be on the edge. So yeah, yeah. They could all use. Not the wall, I want the book. Give me the book. There. They could all use a tweak to the right. Wow. Almost exactly 1 unit. Alright, let's keep going. DLB is fine. Thank you. That's not the one I meant to click on. Ah. Yeah, just pop them all 1 unit to the right. Not you. See, this is one of the things that's okay. One of the issues I'm having is that I can't click directly on the book to select the book, and I have to click next to it. And this is going to fix that issue as well. Thank you very much, DLB. Oh, this one's already tweaked. Oh, right, because it's the same book. Dummy. I looked so much at these closed books and decided the slanting was actually what they looked like in 3D with the covers sliding to the left. But looking at them in game, it doesn't seem like it's it. I think they look great. So we've got to fix these sorts of issues because the same code that I use to pick stuff for the editor is also the code that's going to be used to pick stuff by the player in the game. All right, so now the blue book isn't quite on the edge, but no, there's a little bit. I can see a little bit of space there, so that's fine. These don't look right though. Did I not move those? No, I didn't. Oh no, I moved one onto the other. Oh no. Okay, that's okay. No, you. Yellow book. Oh no, we died. I think it looks amazing. I think it looks great. He's talking about the ones on the table. The cover is the shortest, paper is longer than the cover, and the back is the longest. Oh, okay. If y'all just want to take the upright book, rotate it so that it's flat, and then give me that, that'll be fine. I don't see any reason why that won't work. Okay, more books. More books. Let's see. How does that red book look on that desk? That's exactly... it might be a little over too far? So maybe a full point might be like maybe 0.8 instead of 0.1? No, not you. Annoying. Ah, this is one of my favorite tracks from the original soundtrack. Alright, and that puts the red book right on the edge of this desk, which is right where it's supposed to be. It puts this black one right in the middle of this table, which looks like it's right where it's supposed to be. Alright, let's fix this green book. Mesh. Should be 11. Copy from frame 1. Save. Look at that! Look at that! Now that we've got frame 1 fixed, you know, we can just copy from frame 1 and fix all the others. Let's do this open book. No, not you. Alright. 642 frame 0. Oh, I love it. The stand underneath it is broken. What is that? I don't even know what that is. 675? Frame 4? Shape 675. Exalt Studio. What do you say that is? $75. Where are you? A gavel? Gavel. Pen. Inkwell. Oh. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. Desk item. The description is desk item, so it's just something that goes on a desk. A gavel? Parry the gavel? Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Okay, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's supposed to do. I also don't know why it's floating in the air like that. We'll have to do something about that. Maybe we may have to fix that on a per object basis. Why are there two books out here? They're not. Oh, I know why. I know why. Every time you see a pile of objects, it's something that holds the book open. Okay, clearly, yeah, a book weight, I guess. All right, every time you uh, let's see, let's see if we can find some. Come on, there's got to be one around somewhere. Ah, there. Okay, see this? This little pile of objects? Those objects are supposed to be in a container. And that container is one of the people who are, living around here. The people in this chunk. So these books are supposed to be in somebody's inventory, and I don't have that set up yet. Um, that's going to come soon, though. So if you see little piles of debris everywhere, that's what that is. They're objects that aren't in the proper containers. Oh, and this bedroll is supposed to be in someone's inventory, too. All right, let's do this black book. 642-4. Mesh. 6 or 6 yeah, 642-4, not 8, 4. 4. Good grief. Copy from frame 0. See, I don't think they look bad. Yes, they might need a little, shoring up, make them square. But they don't look bad. Every time we add some new objects to the world like this, it just makes it feel more and more and more alive. Oh, it makes me feel so good. And again, thank you guys so much for taking on these objects. Your aunt, you did a great job on these. They look amazing. And they were very easy to integrate into the game. Let's see, second floor here. Oh, we got more books. More books. Let's see, 642-12. Mesh, wrong. Book 12. Copy from frame 0. Save. Oh, that's right. I can't switch to the upper level on this online map. So we'll just have to go. They look fine. Is that a candle? Could be a candle. It's just called a desk item in the in Exalt Studio. Okay, I love this part of the soundtrack because it sounds like it's playing the same tune 8 times in a row, but it is not. Instead, what you're hearing is the theme for each of the shrines as you approach them. And every single one of them, all 8, are subtly different. 8 different little tunes, one for each of the shrines: compassion, justice, honor, valor, sacrifice, vir- virtue, etc., etc., etc. I should be able to name them all, but that will come later. But I just love that they did that. That book on the left room on the table that's closed is in the proper location. Type mesh. No, don't. There. Okay. Click the wrong button. Frame 21. Copy from frame 0. Save. Look how good it looks. It looks so good. I love it so much. I don't know why, but it reminds me of Zelda, even though I've never played a Zelda game. Well, you should fix that, sweetie. You've got the Switch, and I'm pretty sure it had Breath of the Wild on it. Right, frame 13. Mesh. 13. Copy from frame 0. Save. Bad? It looks like a book on a shelf. But, you know, your aunt, if you wanna, redo the flat ones, that's fine. I will happily integrate them. Oh my god, I've been streaming for an hour and a half. This is what happens when you get into flow state. Uh, frame 19. What? Were these books ever visible in the original game? Because the original game had a view like this. You'd have never seen them. I don't remember. Hmm. Maybe someone could check on that for me. Type mesh. Frame 1. Be from frame 0. Save. Done. I think that's all the books in this room that are done. This one is done. All these three are done. That one is done. But I don't think this one's done. Nope, it's flat. Going backwards. 5, 6. Copy from frame 0. F1. It looks like a place of learning. No, it's supposed to be frame. No. Where's frame 3? Oh no, frame 3 is missing. What happened to frame 3? Looking all over for my. Visual Studio Code where I was looking at this stuff. Oh, we need more music. Actually, we're gonna wrap this up. Not the stream, but tweaking this stuff. Pretty cute. And then I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of my favorite moments in gaming, just briefly, and then we'll wrap up. Test, redist, models, 3D models. I'm not sure why I did that, but I can't change it now. All right, frame 3, was it missing? 1, 2, yes, it was missing. I somehow skipped frame 3. All right, that should do it. Okay, let's make sure everything's saved. Shut it down. I could probably write code that lets me load that stuff at... Oh dear. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Oh, three, three is missing. We have the texture atlas for it, but we don't have the material or the... Oh, that's why he said, oh, I didn't export them 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. Flow State like Langa, if you remember that anime? Yes. Hey, that was a great anime. It was Skate the Infinite, if I recall correctly. Second, Flow State, anybody can get into Flow State doing practically anything, and it's great. Also, the Hoye in that anime was something unreal. Rekka, my love of skateboarding, it came from you. All right, I'll grab those and do them later. We're going to go ahead and talk about. We're going to wrap this up. I've already saved, and now we're going to talk about some things that I wanted to talk about. Some of my favorite moments in gaming. Um, so we're going to start with um, this Ultima 6, not 7, 6. These are moments that I loved, that meant something to me, or told me things are going to be different from now on. Gaming's not going to be the same after this. You just wait. All right, so I may have to turn this down because Ultima 6 is loud. No, I think that's okay. All right, let's go ahead and get into the game. There, finally. Okay, so this is Ultima 6. You can see what a huge step Ultima 7 was over this, although I do love this game. I adore this game. It's beautiful. It's got a great story. It's got, I can say that about all the Ultimas. But this is right after you have first re-entered Britannia. You had a fight against some gargoyles. Lord British gave you a key that will let you out of the castle. All that's, kind of stuff that I've done before in 3, 4, and 5, you know. So it's beautiful. This was the first 256 color VGA Ultima, but I haven't really seen it do anything that I haven't that hasn't been done before. The icons at the bottom are, are greatly simplified, although they still allow all the actions that 3, 4, and 5 did. It's just that with 3, 4, and 5, you had a key on the keyboard for practically anything you could do in the game. Whereas this um, consolidates a lot of that into a single use command, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. Alright, so we're going to use the door and open it. All my USB items just reset, and my camera just died again. Can y'all hear me? Am I still streaming? Okay, I'm gonna keep trying. Alright, first, I just noticed these are the same fountains as in Ultima 7. And look at the water here. That was done with palette effects. I'm not talking shit about it. How dare you suggest such a thing? Anywho, alright. So we're gonna come up here. Here's key. Go away. Go away, notifier. God, I hate them. There, okay. Got it. Alright, key. We're going to use this key on the door. Now you can actually look at the door and watch as I unlock it. The door actually changed to show that it's unlocked now. So, that opened the portcullis. This is the key that Lord British gave us to allow us to get out of the castle. And it's one of those little, you're being tutorialized, but you don't realize that you're being tutorialized. But because you have to figure out this, use this on that thing in order to get out of the castle. Which is great. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is this. Watch this. This is the first time I had ever had an NPC come up to me and start a conversation that wasn't quest related. This is a peasant called Nick the Nose. He pretends to be Lord British. What is your name? He glances around quickly to see if anyone seems to be listening. I'm Lord British, but don't tell anyone. I'm in disguise so I can mingle with the commoners. What's your job? I'm pretending to be a beggar. That way nobody will suspect who I really am. Here, give me a few gold coins to keep anyone from getting suspicious. Do you give him any money? Yes. How much do you give him? I'll give him 2 gold pieces. I don't have that much. I'll give him 1 gold piece. Okay. Broke, are you? Well, come by after I'm done with this disguise, and I'll give you a loan from the royal treasury. If you need me later, I'll be at the Blue Boar disguised as the tavern keeper. But I won't admit to it if you ask anyone there. Too many people might hear. You see Shamano smiling, an unusual sight. Noticing your attention, he says, perhaps there's a little of Lord British in us all. So, again, not quest related. Has nothing to do with anything. But an NPC just came up to me and initiated a conversation. That was the first time I'd ever seen that happen in a game. What was it? Control Q? Yeah, as it does, yes. The Doherty brothers! Yes! The Moment Good says, wish someone would get a hold of the Doherty brothers and see who owns the rights to their old games. They are ripe for remakes. He's talking about Questron, Legacy of the Ancients, and did they do Legend of Black Silver? I can't remember if they did that or not. Because Questron 2 was not done by the Doherty brothers. It was done by Westwood Studios before they did, Dune and Command and Conquer and stuff like that. Um, but yes, those were such amazing games. Oh, the demos for those games would just get you in such a great mood to play them. Um, my one of my favorites was the demo from Legacy of the Ancients, where it's showing you, you know, how you traverse the world, and the text at the bottom says the swamp squishes between your toes. It's so your character walks into the swamp, and the sound effect is splat, 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 splat. I thought that was I thought that was hilarious. All right. Um, okay, so that was great. That was a great moment. Thank you, the moment good, for reminding me of another great moment in gaming that I loved. All right, now I'm going to show you something else. Um, let's see if I can get this going. Let's see if I remember where I put it. No. Dolphin. Here we go. This is Dolphin. It's a GameCube emulator. You probably already knew that, and that's okay. Okay, I heard my friends talking all the time about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and I'd never tried it. I tried it once at a friend's house, and I couldn't get over the fact that you didn't jump when you pressed the button. You jumped when you let go of the button, and I just couldn't get around that. I could not get my head around it. So I finally asked for the PS2 version of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater for Christmas, and I got it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure out why everybody loves this game so much. So let's get past all these intro movies. No, I don't. Okay, so I get into the game. It's got the groovy jams, but it's also got tutorials, voiced by Tony Hawk himself.
Back for more tips? Remember that you can access the menu at any time to skip ahead to different chapters.
All right, so I did all of these, and they're all pretty simple. And then I get to the last one. This is the last one, and during the whole thing, I'm like, okay, I'm okay. I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay, I guess it's okay. I don't see it. And then we get to the last one, super scoring combos.
To get the highest scores in THPS 3, you'll have to be able to pull off really big combos. Super scoring combos combine vert tricks, manuals, grinds, and gaps all in one combo. To combo from a ramp, do a revert as soon as you land and then immediately go into a manual. Once in a manual, balance while heading toward another trick object, another ramp or a grind. Catch air off the ramp ahead, land with a revert, go into a manual, and then manual to the rail and grind it.
I'm like, yeah, right. Okay, okay, I'll try. And then I go into the manual. Oh, I didn't. I missed the manual because I was using the stick instead of the directional buttons. All right, we'll try this again. Mass plant into a manual. Oh my god. Oh. Okay, I haven't played this in a while. Shut up. I can hear my daughter laughing. All right, fast plant into a manual. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I scored 9,000 points! 9,000 points! And that was when I got it. And I got it. It was it was just crazy how one moment I was like, this ain't nothing, and the next I was like, oh, oh, oh. And then You get into the game, if it'll load, and you get into what I think is one of the best intro levels in the Tony Hawk series, Foundry. I think it's second only behind Hangar. Yes, that means I think it's better. Second only behind Warehouse. Yes, that means I think it's better than Hangar. Shut up. Oh no! Oh no! Copyrighted music! But, you know, suddenly you start getting this mastery over everything that's happening. It's just the best. Okay. Why didn't I grab that? It's chat's fault. Etc., etc., etc. That's Tony Hawk. Fire flinging fingers push and everything's possible. All right. Okay. Last little thing here. This one's a YouTube video because I just couldn't get to this particular part of the game myself. So let's see. All right. This one is Half-Life. Half-Life 1. And here's a video of somebody else playing Half-Life 1 really, really well because, like I said, I just didn't have time to cue this up properly. This is a chapter in Half-Life called Surface Tension. Surface tension is when you finally get out of the depths of Black Mesa and you think, you know, that something good might happen. Instead, a helicopter for the entire level flies overhead, pummeling you with bullets. Fortunately, the desert is very rocky, lots of outcroppings and such, and so you have lots of cover to hide behind. And then you get to this part. You get underground temporarily, you feel safe, and then this happens. The only way forward is climbing down this cliff face where you're completely exposed to the helicopter that's been giving you shit for the entire mission. So, you fight your way through that, and then let's make sure we do this up right. Okay, so you fight your way through all that, and then this happens. You get inside this little alcove. Oh, there's some cover. Great. Oh, some health. Great. Oh, some ammo. Great. Oh my god. And even back in the original Half-Life, Valve knew how to make a moment. This helicopter that's been pestering you for the entire time reappears right after you've picked up the rocket launcher for the first time in the game, and get wrecked. This was, oh, the satisfaction. The satisfaction. It was delicious. Alright, so that's 3 wonderful moments in gaming that I've had. I'm going to share some more else time. And I think that's all I'm going to do for the stream tonight. We went longer this time, which is great. I hope you guys are still there because I hope I didn't go offline and everything. Oh, well, y'all were talking about Tony Hawk, so it should still be there, I think. Anyway, love you all. We're going to keep plugging away on Ultima 7. It's going to be great. Next week, I can't guarantee, you know, like I said, the job we're getting a little not seriously. It's getting serious, okay? We're having to make sure we put our hours in to make sure we hit our deadline. That's and it's like this every year. So we're just going to do our job, do it as well as we can, get the game out, and then I'm going to take some time off and use it to rest, but also to work on Ultima 7 seriously. Um, that should be in March. Love you all. See you next week. Um, that's it. Bye.